Here's how to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action with Howell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because
he's got a man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Moore, the man in motion. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now again, it's Corral. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Powell out of his own end zone. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10, Corral. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra injury. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Second down, Howell back to pass. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Falcons nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Off play action. It's Howell. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2000. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action here, Corral. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They'll go play action. Howell. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
From the 38, Howell. He's got his man, London, right side. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 38 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. Action fake. They'll look to throw. Lorenzo Carter. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. This pass is caught by London. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Howell throwing on 1st down here. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 3 yards remain for second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Patterson running between the tackles. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Howell throwing for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Off play action. Here's Corral. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Corral sets up play action. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action, Corral. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And take it right on the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Falcon football.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They go play action with Howell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10, Howell.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2nd down and goal. Howell. He'll bite.
Oh, Howell loses it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got London on the slant. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Youngway coup for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Third and long, Corral. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, it's Corral. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Porter. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Corral sets up play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Powell, another throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Here's Howell. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On second down, it's Porter, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Hunt will try going up the middle, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. But how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And some space here. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Powell to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They'll run on first down. It's Porter. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short.